Hi, I'm back, and I am here to talk about Miss Barnes & Noble. First off, shout out to Miss Barnes & Noble, shout out to books, always shout out to books, okay? I'm here for them. We're gonna just talk about the books that I just got, and, we're back in our book era. If you don't know, now you know. This is the only haul type content you're getting from me because it's books and that's giving. It's giving intellect, it's giving iconic, but I am not here to promote consumerism in the traditional standard way. And I just want to show y'all what I've been reading. Support good places. That is where I will talk about things that I buy, is when it's a good place that I want to support. Other than that, we're cutting out the consumerism because there's already enough of that on these platforms. I don't need to be another arbiter of the chaos. Anyway, let's get into it. First off, I'm going to show you the small thing I got. I got a book light because why? I hate overhead lights and I always want to read in bed, but I never have light and it's not giving. So shout out to her. It's lit. Some of these books are for utility. Some of these books are for chill, vibey reads. And I got a couple things that I didn't expect to get. And so I'm excited to show y'all. This is the first book. It is All This Could Be Different. I saw it in the store and my interest was piqued. I'm gonna read half of the back to you just so you can get a vibe. Sneha is one of the fortunate ones. Graduating into a recession, parents 2 oceans away, she has managed to snag an entry-level corporate job that offers a degree of security and a paid-for apartment in Milwaukee. Reveling in her newfound freedom, she explores her new city, making friends, meeting women, and nursing a burning crush on an elusive dancer named Marina. But before long, trouble arrives. Painful secrets rear their heads. I'll end there. It sounds incredible. No, it doesn't sound like the most optimistic of reads, but I think that there is an optimism here and I think a realism that will allow me to get pulled into the plot in a way that I feel like I need to. And I haven't read a fiction book in a long time that made me feel that way. So I'm very excited for this. Next, because I don't know where my copy is, it's always good to have another one, and it's time to do a reread, okay? And that is A Brave New World, Aldous Huxley's tour de force. If you don't know, it's about a dystopian future, and it's very timely, and I am just very happy to own a new copy and to be able to dig back into this, so. Okay, and this I think might be the last of the fiction. I'm not sure though, we'll see. It is called The Vanishing Half, and it's a #1 New York Times bestseller in the Good Morning America book club apparently. I'll just read part of this as well. Twins, inseparable as children, ultimately choose to live in 2 very different worlds, one black and one white. The Vine sisters will always be identical, but after growing up together in a small southern black community and running away at age 16, it's not just the shape of their daily lives that is different as adults, it's everything. Their families, their communities, their racial identities. Many years later, one sister lives with her black daughter in the same southern town she once tried to escape. The other secretly passes for white, and her white husband knows nothing of her past. So I'll just stop there, but this just sounded extremely intriguing, and I think it mirrors a film that I watched with my grandmother and my family as a child, which is Imitation of Life. And if you've seen that movie, it's absolutely heartbreaking. A bit of a different premise, but as I was reading this, it reminded me of that movie. And so I'm just really excited to read this because I think that genre, that conundrum, is extremely interesting to me, and yeah, I'm just excited to read it, and it's a bit thicker, so it's a little thicky. I'm excited to have a little bit of a longer read. as well. Now we're getting to my health, wellness, adult nature thing, tracking things on paper era. We're back to getting almanacs. Also, I would just like to say, I was one of those kids that used to get the kids' almanacs and they used to slap, and I used to read them all the time, and I would literally carry them around. So the fact that I am a almanac adult is hilarious, but yeah, I mean, Farmer's Almanac for the year, why not? It has 16 months of weather forecast, it has fishing and planting calendars, and it has full moon dates. It tells you like seasonal advice, there's recipes in here. This is a return to the good old days back when we cared about cycles and seasons and planting time and agriculture and moon cycles. Anyway, so I'm excited to have this because you never know. Okay, so this next one is along the same or similar lines, but I have, not recently I guess, but I've felt kind of a calling to herbs. I was growing a little bit of herbs in my apartment in New York, and unfortunately, like when I left to travel, you know, nothing came of them. But I want to just learn more about herbs. I would love to learn how to make my own tinctures and balms and teas. So here we have the Herbal Handbook. I'm very excited about this. This is a book. First off, it's hardback. We love a hardback. But this book has so much information about different herbs, how to grow them, and particularly what made me excited about this is it has historical information on how they were used, what civilizations used them, where they were grown, things like that, like fun facts. So I'm very, very excited about this. Illustrations. Again, it tells you how to grow, how to use it. It gives you recipes, gives you the scientific name, and then it also gives you, again, like any historical information that's relevant. So very excited for this book. I am definitely in my nerd farm nature earth era. So excited for this. Okay, and again, same theme, similar theme. We got the foraging book, because why not, right? Like, I think this is something at this point that everyone should have. But beyond that, I think it's just good, even if you're traveling and like seeing national parks, or you're camping, or just anything. This has so many uses, even just like in your house, looking in your backyard and identifying plants and knowing like which ones you can eat and which ones you can't. This is incredible. It has not only photos of every plant at different phases of growth, so like seed, leaf, flower, root, like it has all of the pictures, but then it also tells you how to harvest it, how to prepare it, what to look for, and just general, like when to pick it, what to find, like special considerations. Incredible. And then at the back, it has recipes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Dandelion and Friends fritters, honeysuckle infused sugar, like go off. So yeah, I'm very excited. I would love to become a forager in some capacity and at some point in life. So I am learning. I will be learning all of the things. I have 2 more books that are this general theme. So Backyard Homestead. From 1/4 of an acre you can harvest, and it shows you like all of the stuff you can harvest from 1/4 of an acre. But essentially this is telling you how to produce food in your backyard, even when you have limited resources, limited, actual land. It just has everything. Like it has 32 essential herbs, nuts for the garden, basic wine making, like how to actually plant things where they make sense in your yard and in your garden. I just love this brewing ingredients, basic barley malting. Like it teaches you how to grow your own beer, how to make your own beer, bread making supplies. It's like, yeah, again, homesteading, right? Learn how to, it says prune a fruit tree, dry herbs, make dandelion wine, bake whole grain bread, tap a maple tree, make fresh mozzarella. Like it's just like things you need to know. And in the event that you're growing your own food and trying to sustain off your own land, like this is the manual, this is the guide. So I've just been thinking a lot about living off of the earth lately, and obviously, as I'm sure you can tell, foraging and growing my own herbs and plants and foods and all of that. So I feel like this perfectly falls in line. And when I have my own farm one day, my own cute little garden and cute little backyard, which I am manifesting currently because I know it's gonna happen soon, I'm using this. I'm using it. Final pick from me, yet again. But I thought that all of the books that I got around this similar theme, farming, growing, planting, etc., gardening, they all have their own specific use and they're all different in their own way, which I like. So anyway, say all that to say, I got indoor edible garden because why not? This is also perfect. In the event that I don't have space outside, this tells you how to grow things indoors, which is so important. And obviously the rules are different, like how to buy them, how to, grow them, what lighting to use, like all of that is so different based on whether you're doing outside planting, gardening, or indoors. So I think this is really great. I'm prepared for any situation. Cause look, I got this, the indoor, then I got my backyard homestead. Then I got for when I'm in the jungles and the national parks and out in the wilderness, I got my foraging. And then finally, just generally, I got my cute little herb information knowledge historical book. We love to see. It's really giving Taurus Sun, Taurus Venus energy, and I'm here for it. I would also like to just show y'all another book that I am rereading right now, and I don't know where the sequel is, but I'm also rereading that. But Miss Parable of the Sower, you already know. If you don't know, get with it or get lost. This is an incredible book. Octavia Butler was on her Zoom with this, okay? I suggest everyone reread this, especially during these times. That's all I got for you. This is very much a down home, chillin', comfy chit chat. I just wanted to show y'all some books. Say hi. I hope you're reading cool books. Please drop what you're reading down below. Would love to know. I'm very much here for it. Acknowledge exchange, you know what I'm saying? I would love to figure out some more books to read after I finish these fiction ones and stuff. I have a lot on my plate because I'm also learning astrology and doing all of that. So that's a lot of reading and digesting as well. But I've realized I need to get back to reading some books for pleasure. So yeah, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. All my book lovers, drop your faves you've been reading in the comments for all. I need that. I need that info. And I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.